I gotta tell you, man, I'm constantly blown away by how versatile this new Noxious halberd is and how ridiculously cheap it is. It's a little bit more than the cost of a bond, but essentially the cost of a bond. And it allows you to do like almost all of the content in the entire game. It's like an Iron Man's wet dream. So we're gonna go do some 300 ToA with basically the worst gear I could possibly come up with. This is all just like wilderness garbage that I have like 50 plus copies of in my bank. So even if you went into the wilderness with this gear, all you need to do is +1 that Nox Hally and you're not risking anything. So you got D-Hide, climbing boots, bear's gloves. And we're going to use Trident of the Seas as our magic swap and MSB as our range swap with no gear. Because it doesn't matter, because the Nox Hally is going to do all the work. It's going to do all the heavy lifting. So we're going to run a 300. Pretty basic invos. No medics. No feeling special. No mind the gap. All the scary ones are going to be off. No insanity. Simple. And now we have 26 inventory slots to fill up with supplies, which is way too much, but okay. Let's see what happens. Let's just make it, like, even, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm never gonna use all this. Okay. I've never gone into a raid that looks like this before. Alright, let's send it. So Zabak is usually, like, the scariest enemy for low-level or low-geared players. Because his defenses are so high, but we're just gonna fucking stab him. Or slash him, I should say. That's actually very important. Keep it on slash, not stab. And you can do this with Fang, and Fang is actually one of the most powerful weapons to use against Sabak, but that requires you to be doing, like, the in and out, which most people are gonna screw up if they're newer at the game. But the halberd, you can just stand one tile back and he can't melee you. Easy mode. Well, shit. Alright, I needed to reset, grab my GDS anyways. That's funny. Do I have to pay anything for this? What's it cost? No, it's free. Makes sense. Get him! Oh man, that was like 3 hits in a row. One more. Oh yeah, sit. Oversized fucking lizard. Alright, what are we looking at here? 6:49. Yeah, that makes sense. About 6 minutes. So that's pretty reasonable. Obviously, that's slow compared to like a Bofa, but oh wow, we are not hitting. So it has to be stabbed then, huh? Yeah, the slash was not working. It has to be stabbed. What's the matter, bro? I'm meleeing you. Why can't you melee me? Oh man, this poison's doing a lot of damage. If only I had a way to... Oh yeah, I do have a way to cure it. This thing is so good. Hey-ya. Okay. That was kind of brutal, honestly. What's the time on that? Yeah, 8 minutes. The Karis is definitely better there, but whatever. We don't need no Karis. Blue Karis in particular would be really good. Okay, for Akka, I'm not even going to bother butterflying because I want to just go to melee as quickly as possible. And you can see I got Augury on, but like even without any mage gear... Oh, already swapped. Even without any mage gear, the Trident of the Seas is already pretty accurate. How the fuck do I do this normally? How do you do memories? All I do is staircase. And say we Nox Hally this bad boy. Alright, I don't want to do normal memories. I want to... This is how you're supposed to do memories, alright? Like, come on. Even in a 300, what are you doing? Oh, I screwed up. That's too funny. Instantly punished. It's so rare that I actually messed that up. It doesn't matter. How, bro? I want my Karis. The chip damage is real here. Alright, for real this time. We're not gonna screw it up, I swear. Oh, man. It's like the first time I messed up staircase in like months. Yeah, I gotta like constantly be healing. The melee attacks, I'm not used to getting hit by melee attacks. I always butterfly. That shit hurts. I can see why people don't like this room. Smite. Ah, I suck. Oh my god, I actually died. Oh man. I suck so hard. Fuck, man. Fuck. This phase is actually dope with the extra range on the halberd. You can just like stand wherever you want. Like all the orbs are designed to be clustered like all around in melee range of Akka. So if you just stand a step back, they just almost never hit you. Yeah, that was definitely the hardest part without any real magic or range swaps. What? Oh no, I stepped in the venom. I'm gonna die. Wait, what's this? Oh, Hally to the rescue. Shit's so good, man. I love it. So, like, I could Red X, but fuck it. I don't think I need to. And this room sucks. It's usually just so free. Baba sucks. Fucking die. Got her. There we go. That was brutal. Damn, man. 7 minutes. Fucking die, man. This costs a lot of supplies. That was brutal. Okay. That is what they call a DPS check. For sure. What are we using? Magic? I'm not even gonna use augury. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we still had 2 more hits. Okay. On to the fun part. I think we probably want swipe here. Honestly, it's hitting pretty frequently. Even a Bofa wouldn't really be that much faster, honestly. Like, it would be faster, but not like a huge margin. This is pretty reasonable. Yeah, the extra range is really nice here for dodging these lightning bolts. Okay, I'm gonna have to take it a little more seriously. Like, I'm not hitting at all. This is not good. I got really unlucky on the back end of this for sure. I don't think it's the weapon's fault. Well, I mean, it is the weapon's fault, but it's RNG's fault. Honestly, I have a lot less supplies than I thought I would going into this, but I mean, I still had an Ambrosia dose, and I don't know. I could have been flicking, and this is basically the worst possible gear I could come up with. It's complete garbage. This is not raid gear. Anyone who's ready to raid has definitely better gear than this, and maybe no mechanics like red Xing and butterflying. So how long was the... So that was a 17-minute Wardens, and it took like almost an hour for the raid. Alright, yeah. Not the best, but doable. And with some minor gear upgrades, it's going to be a lot easier. And so we got, what, a 4.5? So about a 1 in 20. 1 in 25-ish purple chance. Garbage. Definitely viable, but you should probably go in with slightly better gear. Like maybe some dragon boots. In fact, I think let's make like maybe 10 mil worth of upgrades. Less than a bond worth of upgrades, and then let's see how much faster we can get this kill down to. A few moments later. Alright, we've been to the GE. We made some reasonable upgrades here. This is all gear that I would pretty much expect my Iron Man friend to have at a minimum if he was going to be raiding 300 plus invos with me. So we're up to 186 melee strength. Pretty good accuracy. The accuracy doesn't really change much, but the strength is the big piece there. That's going to really increase our DPS with the Nox Hally. And then we upgraded our magic gear here. We got plus 90 magic. Got some magic damage. Which before it was like a negative magic bonus with the black DI on. And then we're going to use a blowpipe here. 106 range accuracy. But we're still going to be getting carried by this Nox Hally. But all this extra melee strength from the torso and the imbued Berserker's Ring and the Fury and the Fire Cape, that's really going to expedite this raid. And so all in all, spent an extra 20 mil or so. So now we've essentially doubled the cost. We're up to a 43 mil gear cost. And let's see how much faster we can get through a 300 with this, which I'm assuming it's going to be at least 10 minutes faster, but we'll see. Okay, let's see what kind of damage we can do here. 300 should be a walk in the park with this basic gear. Like any Iron Man should be able to acquire gear like this. It's really not that big of a challenge. You got to get the Fang from Zulrah and the Blowpipe from Zulrah. So it's really just Zulrah is the main barrier to getting all this gear, and I guess Jad. Okay. Fucking hit him. That was like 5 misses. I hate rolling zeros. It's like the worst part of playing this game is just hitting zeros nonstop. This boss sucks. Kill it. Okay. Yeah, that's like a minute faster. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah. 630? Yeah, okay. That's starting to get into a more reasonable territory. Yeah, these gear upgrades we're really feeling it now at Akka. Okay, I have to fight that urge to Red X. Wait, how long was the Akka? I didn't even look at it, did I? Yeah, it was a 6-minute Akka. It was so much faster. Okay, so the Nox Hally is just really not good against the baboons specifically, so... The blowpipe really saved me a fuckload of resources here. So despite having all these gear swaps and bringing way less supplies, we're leaving Baba's room with way more supplies. Tons of supplies even. I only brought 6 brews, so I only used 4. Okay, so I think it's better to use Slash here, but don't quote me. That was just unlucky, I'm convinced. 8, 9, so not quite enough. Close. A few more melee upgrades and you could 2-down it. Yeah, this last Warden's phase does kind of leave a lot to be desired. I'll admit that much. Okay. I mean, I lost a ton of brews against the Obelisk. I really think some defense reduction would even this build up, but I have a ton of super restores left, so clearly The gear upgrades did something. We shaved off, what, 10 minutes? That's about what I expected. Warden's was still only like 2 minutes faster, but the rest of the raid was a lot faster. Because like a BGS, that's pretty expensive. Is a Bone Dagger, is that the budget defense reduction? Alright, Bone Dagger, this is your moment. Get him. 1! Not ideal.